Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This is going to be another sports video, but we're going to talk about the Premier League clubs. More specifically, we're going to rank them from God tier to shouldn't belong in the Premier League. Obviously, it's going to be a controversial one, but hey, you'll just have to deal with it. I've put on a neutral jersey, but most of you, maybe some of you already know which club I support. Best club in London. Blue is the color, the only one with a Champions League trophy, actually with 2 Champions League trophy. So obviously you know what will happen when we go over Chelsea. But hey, I love the sport, I'll respect each and every club. Besides one. You're gonna see which one. So, without further ado, let's dive into this. Alright, let's start with the last team here, which is Norwich. Norwich, I don't know how you do this, but every time you get promoted, you get relegated, and then somehow you win the championship and you come back up. But unfortunately for you, I'll have to put this here because you shouldn't be in the Premier League. I think right now you're at the bottom of the table. Again, I think it's you, Burnley, and I believe Watford. Probably those 3 are going down. I still hope Newcastle goes down because that would be extremely funny, wouldn't it? But yeah, Norwich shouldn't really be in the Premier League. Tough luck. Up next we have Brentford. Brentford, Ivan Toney, pretty good striker. They're having a pretty good season, all things considered, right? Coming up. So I would say they're easy 3 points. I wouldn't say shouldn't be in the Premier League because based on this season, they should be on the Premier League. Norwich shouldn't. But they can be, and it's an easy 3 points. Alright, up next we have Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, I don't know how you did this. Keeping Zaha there for years and years. Well, actually, I do know how you did it. You just slapped a crazy price target on the guy. Price tag on the guy. And nobody wanted to pay that, so yeah, he keeps playing for a club. So well done on that part. So I'm gonna put you mid-table because you have a good coach, good player, good team. Conor Gallagher has an amazing season, obviously Chelsea boy, ex-Chelsea, Mark Gahey, great defender. So yeah, mid-table. I think mid-table is acceptable. So Brighton, surprisingly, they're playing very, very well. Like, they're a solid team, very, very difficult to play against, very difficult to score. Yes, sometime you will see them lose 3-4-0 or something like that. But it's a strong team. I think mid-table is acceptable for them. A couple of years ago, maybe easy 3 points. But this season, I believe mid-table should be the good choice next to Crystal Palace. Then we have Watford. Obviously, you know my decision with them is probably going to be easy 3 points. I wouldn't say shouldn't be in the Premier League, even though some might say yes. Yes to the no part. But I would say it's easy 3 points. Most big teams that play Watford, easy 3 points. Alright, first big team, so probably first controversial decision. Maybe not so controversial because let's face it. Tottenham is a good team. They're not elite and they're certainly not God tier. Last time they won a trophy, the internet didn't even exist. This is a joke, okay? The internet existed the last time they won a trophy. But yeah, they're good, not elite, certainly better than mid-table. I'm actually very surprised that they managed to keep Son for so long and Harry Kane. Now I'm actually convinced that both of them are going to stay there for a while and both of them won't win a trophy besides maybe another Audi Cup or something like that. But yeah, if Kane leaves, Conte will leave again. It's going to be the same scenario as with Lukaku unless he buys Lukaku. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Up next we have Southampton. Southampton is mid-table team. Good coach, good team, good performance this season. Sometimes the surprising big loss, but overall solid team to be in the mid-table. Yes, last 2 seasons, let's say, they lost extremely big. 9-0. 9-0? Yeah. So yeah, but good team right now. One of the best free kick takers with James Ward-Prowse. I think mid-team. I think mid-table, mid-team. Can't even speak English anymore. With Crystal Palace and Brighton, I think it's a correct choice. All right, now with Everton. With Everton, I'm a bit confused. Maybe not confused is the right word, but you know what I'm saying. You know when I can't decide, undecided, let's say, undecided with Everton, because this season is a horrible season for them. Frank Lampard took over, and it's just been the same thing. Can't win games, losing big. Everton used to be a big team, let's say, could win against anyone. This season, they can just lose against anyone. So I would put them here, mid-table. Yes, they're a good team when they have a good season, but they have good players. I don't know, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for them. It doesn't work for them. Unlike the next team, which is Wolves. Wolverhampton are having a great season even after they've lost Diogo Jota and Traoré. I think they're doing extremely well. I will put them good because I think they are doing much better than those four teams right here. That doesn't mean that they're as good as Spurs, even though I still think they can beat them. But yeah, I think they're good, better than those teams. So yeah, this slot here I think is acceptable for Wolves. Burnley are in the relegation zone right now, which is very, very surprising because in the last couple of years they were very, very solid team, very difficult to score against. So unfortunately, right now I'll have to put them here in the easy 3 points because that's reality. Obviously, I hope they stay up because I like Sean Dyche, but yeah, the reality is easy 3 points right now. Leicester City. So Leicester City this season are 10th right now, so not having a great season. Jamie Vardy, I believe, is all the time half injured. James Maddison not always performing. So yeah, they're a good team. They're not a mid-table team, though this year they are a mid-table team. But yeah, I'll put them with Spurs, Wolves. I think it's the correct way to go. All right, then we have this club right here, a small club from Manchester United. I think they're good, right? I think they're good. Just kidding. Manchester United is God tier. Yes, they've got the history, but again, I'm not going to rank teams here because of their history, because they won something 20 years ago. Obviously, United didn't win something 20 years ago. They won something a couple of years ago as well. But still, Manchester United, if they don't figure their things together in the next coming years, they might lose that status, even though the name is everything. Let's face it, if you stop winning trophies for 10 years or more, especially the big ones, you won't be considered a big club anymore, a huge club anymore. But right now, still God tier. Everything Roy Keane said is correct. Everything Mourinho said when he was there is correct. It's a shame they fired him. They should have fired those incompetent players that are still at the club. I think clubs should stop firing managers because the team isn't performing. I believe you should go the other way if a player isn't performing, because, well, they are earning 200k a week, if not more. If you can't perform for 90 minutes during a week, you should get fired just like any other employee at any other job. You don't perform, you're fired. Same thing should happen there. Unfortunately, it's easier to sack the manager than to sack a player. That's the name of the game at the moment, Jeff. Up next, we have Newcastle, and this is another example. Yes, big, rich history as a club, but right now, mid-table at best. Mid-table at best. Yes, they have a lot of money right now. I sure hope they get relegated, but I don't see that happening. Mid-table, that's all I have to say.
I have nothing to say. I'm so sorry, I have nothing to say.
Arsenal. Arsenal is an elite club, even if that hurts to say. It's an elite club, better than Tottenham, better than Wolves, better than Leicester. Fortunately, well, not fortunately, because they don't deserve to be there. They're not God tier, all right? Never won the Champions League, barely wins anything the last couple of years besides an FA Cup here and there. So elite is, I think, a good choice, because I'm going to put Manchester City there as well, right? Yes, they've been winning most of the titles last couple of years in England, but have they won the Champions League? No. No, I think not. They lost last year the final against Chelsea, and that was the first time they reached the final. Also, Pep Guardiola, Fraudiola, shall I call you? Please, Barcelona fans, stay away from here. Pep didn't win the Champions League since he left Barcelona, didn't reach the final since he left Barcelona, and he was coaching Bayern Munich and Manchester City, unlimited budget. If you don't like a £50 million center back, we're just going to buy you another 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, right? Again, not discrediting his work. Great coach. They're playing incredible football. They've dominated England in the last couple of years. There's no denying that. But it's not God tier, all right? Not God tier. Up next, Leeds. Leeds, I'm very happy that they're struggling. Constant, this team. Marcelo Bielsa, everybody was making this guy to be the next, I don't know, number one coach in the world. Everybody's learning from him. Yeah, okay, fine. He has some good tactics, got some good philosophy of football. But to be honest, doesn't really work like that anymore. So this season, I'll put them easy 3 points. Sorry, Leeds fans, but that's the reality. This season is absolute garbage. You're going to lose Rafinha in the summer, so it's going to be even worse for you next year if you're staying up. You're probably going to stay up, but it's not going to get any better. Then we have West Ham. West Ham is a good football club. Good coach, good team, solid pack of players. Very, very surprising actually in the last 2 years. But they're probably going to lose Declan Rice this summer. Might lose some other players as well. Who knows? But right now I think they're a solid team to be considered here as a good, with Spurs, Wolves and Leicester. I think that's fair. Next up, there's no discussion. Chelsea, God tier. I don't want to hear anything about it, all right? Chelsea's God tier. We've won everything. We've won everything. So you can't really come here with an argument that we don't belong there. God tier. Up next, Aston Villa. Aston Villa is having an amazing season. Started not so great. Steven Gerrard, hard to admit, but doing an incredible job. Managed to convince Coutinho to come and play for Aston Villa, so that's great as well. Now, the problem I have here is they're not good enough to be considered here with Spurs, Wolves, West Ham and Leicester, but they're much better than those teams right here. So, I don't know, unfortunately I will have to put them here, but I'm putting them at number 1 spot of this category. Although, if they finish this season strongly, they could very well come in this category in the future. But yeah, if you're watching this, just this picture right here, I consider Aston Villa much better than those teams, especially this season. I think that's fair. And then lastly, I hate this club with passion. I don't like the players, don't like the coach. He's a good coach, just arrogant. Yeah, it's the wind. Should have gotten more VAR decisions for some penalties. Okay, you understand what I'm saying here. Unfortunately, they're also God tier club. Weird fans, but can you do? They won 1 Premier League title in the last 20 years. Might win another one. We don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Who do you think will win the Premier League this season? Because they're 1 point away and they're playing each other, I believe, in 2 weeks or so. Obviously, depending when you're watching this video. But who will win the Premier League? Who will finish top 4? And who will get relegated? Let me know down in the comments below. I think this is a fair representation of the current state of each and every football club. Obviously, you can disagree. Most of you will probably disagree. So let me know down in the comments below what you think about this list. Make your own comment, like, subscribe, do all of that. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.